Good afternoon. We are at Three Palms Beach Villa. I did a video earlier covering the plots and the fact that this will be a restricted development, in that restricted to 4 or 5 house types, which will be lovely because it'll keep it all in keeping. We're at Laborie. We're in the Laborie part of St Lucia, way down south. Quite an arid part of the island, as you can see as I turn, south of the Pitons. But let me get to this because my camera's misbehaving badly today. The pathway that I'm looking at there takes you down to the beach. Black sand beach, actually very, very pretty. But let's go and have a look in here, shall we? Because this is absolutely lovely. Modern Caribbean, with the emphasis on the Caribbean. I do love crunchy driveways. I know that sounds strange, but I remember as a kid living in France for a few years, and cars would come down the gravel driveway. There's just a certain sound to it. I think Jasper Carrot had a gag about big trucks and gravel driveway, but never mind. Let me not digress too much, as I usually do at this time of day. Excuse me. Head cold at the moment as well. So, in Barbados we have golden palms. These are lovely. These are red palms. Not seen them before. Apparently quite valuable and quite rare. Everything's in very, very good condition in this property. I've done a couple of videos today of properties that aren't in the greatest condition, are more like, yeah, you buy them and you know you're spending money on them. This one, not so much. Not so much. Now look at this. Isn't this lovely? Massively high ceilings, keeping it nice and cool. So I think it was referenced to as a Balinese style furnishings. Whatever style it is, and I'm not an expert, really is quite special. I'll show you this bathroom as well. It's got I do emphasize this organic feel, but I think when you're in the Caribbean you should have that. Wow, I dodged the mirror. Remarkable. I'm going to mention these doors. You see that window frame? And then I'm also going to show you this door. Strangely, I'm going to show you this door. People think, is he mad? These are very solid doors. Very, very solid doors. And I noticed earlier the sliding glass doors that take from the bedrooms and from the living room, as per that, are very solid. I mean, really solid. Back in the day, I remember having glass doors in the Caribbean, and I feel like they'd fall off the rails, because they all run on rails. Yeah? Tracks, not rails. And so have a look at bedroom number 3, as I'll call it. I'll probably get told off for that. Again, a lot of style. Little lizard on the side there. Oh. I'm glad my phone's on silent, because as is the way, it started ringing in my pocket. And you've got these wooden shutters on the outside that closes off completely. Or you leave it open and you wake up to this glorious feeling of being in a garden, quite honestly. So, bedroom number 3, second bathroom here, again. Natural stones, natural colours. I'm going to get done by the mirror. Well, maybe I'll avoid it. That flickering light is because it's LED and the frames per second, or someone will probably correct me, the frames per second don't allow it to remain as a continuous light. You can get an idea of the style of the sinks. Wonderful, wonderful. And this is the first outdoor shower. I think I've opened the shower up on the other side, so I won't be looking through the mirror, but you get an idea there. So nice and secure, obviously, that would be madness. And of course, if you want to, you can open up all these wooden shutters, the original bifold doors, open them up, slide them across, and you are literally showering outside. Again, different different ceiling angles. Adds so much to a house. My father once said that, actually, in our house in Kingston. He said what he loved about it was really only a bungalow where we lived in the roof. Sounds strange, but I think you know what I mean. And that had lots of different ceiling heights. It gave it a warmth, a coziness, a homely feel to it. I'm going to open one of these up to see if you can get a feel of Nah, you probably don't get any kind of feel from that at all. Anyway, that also opens up, of course, and you would open out onto the patio, which is very nice. Just have a gentle turn around here. It's very nice, very nice. Like I said, you've got the modern aspect, and then you've got more of a tactile aspect, organic aspect with the roof lines and the furnishings, which it contrast but complement very, very well. This room also, I know a lot of people actually complain in Barbados, which you all know is where I'm based. Most people complain that we don't have air conditioning in the living room. Well, this living room is big enough to be very, very comfortable, living and dining for 6 people. But it's also doors about to slam, sorry. But it's also small enough for these glass doors that close off that air conditioning work. I mean, even up there, lets in all the light, but it's glassed off, you know. So air conditioning works fine over here in terms of having it, you know, in the living area. This is the bathroom for this bedroom. Even the way they've got the toilet to sit in there, almost recessed. Very cool, very cool. So that's the bathroom, that's the toilet for here, which is separate from the bathroom. Which again, different style. Okay, twin sinks, just like the other bathroom we saw, if you like. This one, of course, is en suite. We've got these wonderful doors here again, and again, the outdoor shower. The natural rock, natural slate tiling there. Oh dear. And the security to be able to have an outdoor shower. Again, these doors can roll back, slide back, fold back. And on the other side of that, which you'll see in a moment, is the pool deck. Coming out, so the bedroom is the master bedroom. And they're both masters, really, in my eyes, but I'm sure I'll be corrected on that. Lots of storage here. Obviously, locks on everything because this house rents so very, very well. You are what many people would consider to be far away, you know, in St. Lucia. St. Lucia is substantially bigger than Barbados. Really is. 50% bigger, maybe more. And it does take longer to get from north to south for that very reason. And it's more mountainous, which adds more time onto these things. However, even if you're in an area that is considered to be not in the heart of it, your Rodney Bay, or even now in Marigot Bay, which is becoming more and more popular, this is an area which is just for people who want complete serenity, don't really need to leave their house, really don't. Why would we leave our house? If we've got a nice villa with a pool, fully stocked, housekeepers and chefs and what have you, why would we leave the house? No reason whatsoever, especially when you look at this. I've seen this tiling a bit in St. Lucia. I'm not sure it's my cup of tea, but the more I look at it, the more I love it. And I love the fact that it's got these unusual steps, wide steps. So if you want to, you just sit on the step, lie on the step. So you've got a foot deep, 2 foot deep, and then of course it drops down to a bit deeper and then shallows again to a bench seat. Very clever design of a pool. Over on the left we have a barbecue, which actually I'm told should not be under there, and that makes perfectly good sense to me. Little dining area or covered area there, and then when we look down here you have another covered area down here. I'm just going to turn again to show you the outdoor shower to that bedroom. You see it there? So if that was all open, you could walk straight out. So that would then become your entrance, almost that would become your entrance into the bathroom or into that bedroom. And just to the left of the double doors, which obviously are closed, but again, so in that room alone, the whole thing, you would feel like you're in a covered terrace. Some of you are thinking, he's not going to go on about living under a covered terrace again, is he? Yes, he is. That's what you've got to do. But this house manages to put you in a position where you can live under the covered terrace, but also, as I mentioned earlier, is really quite ideal for air conditioning. Rental on this property is really, really high. Really high. Not sure if I should say how high, but when you see the price of the house, I can tell you that your return on that would be, I was going to say 10%, but not far off 10%. It is constant. The lady has told me she is full here until August 2024. That is saying something. Now, I just saw a pelican fly by. A pelican, how cool. In fact, I can see him in the distance, sitting on a rock, but that's not going to help you. Anyway, Three Palms Villa, Laborie, St. Lucia, with its own beach access. And as I've mentioned in another video, if you also want to buy other plots and actually take over the development, you're more than welcome to. But I'm concentrating on the house, and what a winner this one is. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm standing here, I don't really want to leave. All I can hear are the waves crashing below me. Gorgeous. On a clear day, you also see St. Vincent. Right, I think it's time for me to stop talking. Thanks for watching. If you want the details, Sandcastle Caribbean. Cheers.